So now that we have successfully installed WordPress in our web hosting account, let's go ahead and explore WordPress and actually start building our website. So before we can go ahead and build our website, let's just take a look at, the WordPress and the different options that WordPress gives us. So the main different features and options we get are right here on the WordPress dashboard. And the WordPress dashboard is what you will see when you first log into WordPress. So right here on the left hand side, we have an option to create or edit posts. These are pretty much the posts or the blog posts that are going to show up in our website. And right underneath that, we have an option for media. When I say media, they pretty much mean images and videos and PDFs and all that stuff. We can upload them and use them within our website. And we also see we have an option for pages. These are when they refer to pages, they're talking about the web pages that we'll have in our website. I'll definitely show you the difference between a post and a page. It can get confusing sometimes, but once you see it live in action, it will make sense. Then right underneath that, we see an option for comments. That's where you can see the different comments that people have made to your blog posts or pages, and you can approve or reject different comments. So that's very handy right there, just to make sure that you don't get spam or people just writing comments that you do not want on your website. Another thing right here is the appearance option. This is actually a very important option. We're gonna dive a lot deeper into that and choose the different themes and customize the themes. And here's where we're actually gonna build our website and make it look and feel the way we want. And we also have an option for plugins. Plugins are the backbone of WordPress. This is what makes WordPress very flexible, because when you first get WordPress, it does not have a lot of features, but the plugins, once you install different plugins, then you can extend your website to do all different kinds of things, such as if you want to have like a contact form, contact us form where your visitor will enter their name, their email address, and a message, then they can click on send. That's a plugin, and you can easily install that and just place it on one of your web pages. There's so many different plugins. We'll get into that in a little bit. And we also have an option for users. Here's where we're going to go in and let's say if we want to add somebody else who can come into our website and post blogs or edit blog posts, or pretty much if you have a developer, somebody you want to help you build your website, you can create a user for them, and then they can easily log in and make changes to your website. And after that, you can like delete users, or you can change passwords and all of that interesting stuff. And we also have an option for settings. Here's where we can pretty much change a lot of different settings that are related to WordPress. So the first thing we should do is get into the settings options and click under general. So here we see that we can choose your website title and your website tagline. As you remember in the previous video, we had set these when we're installing WordPress, but you can always like change it and tweak it. I just had like a placeholder for the tagline, but later on if I want to customize this, I can easily come in here and customize that. And we also see all these different options. I usually leave most of these options as default. If we go into the writing option, I also leave most of these right here as default. There's one option that we'll probably need to change. For now, let's leave your home page to display latest posts, but later on we'll come in and change it to display a static page. If you want to create a website for your business or whatnot, you want your first page to be like a home page instead of a page that will show all your different blog posts. So we'll come in and change this thing later on. When it comes to another option for discussion, here you pretty much control the comments and all the different like options for comments. I recommend coming and taking a look at all of these, but for now the defaults are fine. And when it comes to media, here you're just setting the different options for when you upload a picture to WordPress, what should happen. I usually like to uncheck this checkbox right here, which says organize my uploads into months and year based folders. I just like it when it does not organize it that way. And last but not least, under settings, we have permalinks. And this is actually very important to change from the default option. So the default option has it at, it will show, let's say, your domain name, and then show the year, month, and day, and then the name of your blog post. That's actually not a very good idea because it makes your blog post look very dated. Let's say if you post something today and then next year, if somebody just looks at the link to your blog post, it will look like it's a 1-year-old blog post. But if we change it to something like post name, there's going to be like wpcreated.com/ like my blog post. Nobody will really easily tell like when I created the blog post, and it will make the blog post look more current and fresh, so people are more likely to read it. So that's one thing I always like to change. And then once you make a change, just make sure to click on Save Changes. The next thing I would like to look into is appearance, and here's where we're going to choose like the way our website looks and feels. So right now, if you come to the top toolbar right here, right underneath the name of your website, you see an option for Visit Site. If you just right click and open a new tab, you can see how it currently looks. And this is the default theme that comes straight out of the box. If we go to the option for appearance, we can actually change that with just like a click of a button. We can change exactly like how our website looks very easily. So there are a few different themes that are already pre-installed, but there's so many other free ones you can get which actually look really cool. All you need to do is just click on the plus button right here to add a new theme, and it will take us to like the repository of all the free themes that are available. You can easily just scroll down and take a peek and see which ones you like. They're all different kinds of themes. So I personally like to go under popular just because I know this is where most of the people out there use and trust, so it makes it easier to make a decision that way. And just scrolling down, you can see we have like this theme right here, which is called Sydney. If you want to take a look at how it actually looks once you install it, you can easily click on preview, and it will show you like a sample of how it looks once you install it. The pictures right here underneath, they usually don't come with the theme, but you can add your own pictures and it will look exactly the same. So let's just scroll down and see how it looks. You can click on the blog post and see how the blog post looks. So it looks pretty good. Right underneath here, it has a pretty good footer. The heading right here looks good, but let's explore and see which other one we like. And another thing is these themes are pretty much based on what type of website you want. If you just want a blog, there's themes specially for blogs. If you want a theme for your small business or for a consulting business, they're all different kinds of themes. I would recommend just previewing all different ones and seeing which one looks really good and which one will fit your needs. So for instance, this one right here is called Mesmerize. I really like it. It looks pretty cool. I like the way they arrange the different blog posts, and we just need to add different pictures there and it'll look even better. And I really like the heading and the subheading. And another good thing is once you take a look at it, you can easily just click on install, and then that will install your theme into your WordPress installation, but it will not change your current theme until you click on activate. So once you click on activate, now it will replace the previous theme with this theme. And if we go right here under your WordPress name and click on visit site, then we can see that our site looks a lot different than it did before. Actually, I still have the tab open for how it looked before. This is how it looked before, and just by changing the theme, it like completely changed. And the good thing about themes is that you can easily, tweak them. You're not fixed or married to one theme. Later on, if you feel like, okay, I probably want to have a different theme, you saw a different theme that looks better, you can easily just go in there and activate the new theme, and your whole website will look different according to that new theme. So now that we selected this theme, let me just close this tab, we can start tweaking and adding content to our website. So the first thing I like to do is go to pages, and under pages right now we just have like one just a sample page. We need to go in there and start creating more like meaningful pages. You can easily do that by clicking on add new. Once you click on add new, it'll open this is called the editor. It's very easy and intuitive to use, just like Microsoft Word or just any other text editor that we find online. So the first thing it wants us to do is enter the title. So for this, I'll just call it home, since it's going to be our home page. And the good thing is that it creates a permalink, so pretty much a link to this specific page, and here it calls it home. So that's why we had to tweak it under settings to change like the way it creates those links. Otherwise it would have had like the year, month, date, and then home. But I like the way it looks like this. It's very simple, very easy, and very clean. Okay, so that's like the title of the page. Now let's get into adding some content to the home page. Instead of me typing, I'll just go and grab some sample text right here. Just copy that and paste that right here, and then we can click on preview to see how it looks. So now we see, okay, that is home, and we just have a little bit of content right there. That looks pretty good. And then we can either save as a draft if we do not want to publish it. But for now, since I don't have any traffic coming to my website, it doesn't really matter. So I'll just click on publish, and that will save my page. And if you want to create like new more pages, you can just come here and click on add new. And let's say if we want to have like an about me page or an about us page, and just come in here and then just paste some content, and then click on publish. And yeah, if we click on preview, let's see how it looks. Yeah, so up here, up top here, we have like a navigation bar where we see now we have about us, we have home, and we have sample page. So that's pretty neat. And then let's go back, and instead of creating pages, let's start creating posts. So you can easily just come on the left hand side and click posts, and we can see, okay, these are all the posts that we have right now, but this is just a dummy post. So let's add a new one. Just click on add new, and then it's the same process. It asks you for the title of that post and then some content for that post. So here we're gonna say, okay, this is new. Let's just call it my first post. My first post, and then we can add some content right here. Just gonna paste the same thing and click on preview. Let's see how the posts look. The main difference between the pages and the posts are like the pages have this sidebar on the right hand side where you can view other posts or the recent comments or archives. We can actually customize that. If we do not want to have like this meta box, we can easily remove that. We'll do that in a little bit. So let's go back to where we edit our post. Just make sure to click on save draft or publish if you want to save it. So for me, I'll just do that. Let's just add one more post here. So like, let's say my second post, and I'll just add some content as well. We'll come back here and add some pictures in a little bit. I'll click on publish, and yeah, let's click on preview changes. Now we can see that we have, you know, some pages up top here. We have about us, we have home, we have sample page, and right here recent posts, we see my second page post, my first post, and that hello world post, and we also have like one comment. So yeah, it seems like, you know, our website is coming along, it's coming together. Let's go back and explore some different options. Now that we have let's say we have some pages and we have some posts, let's see about media, because, you know, in order to have a really good and interactive website, it's good to have different pictures and videos that will make your website visitors like stick around a lot longer. So you can easily just drag and drop, or click on select files and then choose where you can where your files are at. But for now, actually, let me share with you one resource where you can find free, really cool free images that you can use in your website. That is pixabay.com. So once you go to pixabay.com, you can find all different kinds of free images. You just download them and use them for free. You don't even have to like give credit to the photographer. So let me search for, you know, it could be anything like illustrations or, you know, just regular photos. And then once you come here, just click on the image and then just click on free download, and you can choose whatever size you want, and then just click on download. And all right, so here it just asks us for this CAPTCHA. Let me verify that. Okay, and let's download that. So this will just download to my computer, and then once it's downloaded, let's go back to the media option and then click on select files, and that should take us to my computer where I can choose where the files are at. So right here it's going to be under downloads, actually under downloads, and yep, that should be the file. So now it's uploading that file, and it will upload that file and save it within WordPress. Now if we go back to our posts or pages, let's go back to our pages, and under home, if I want to add like an image right here as the first thing, I can just click on add media up top, and yeah, right here under my media library, I'll just select that image that I want and click on insert to page. And from here I can just resize the image if I want to make it bigger. I can make it center aligned, or, you know, right or left. Yeah, you can pretty much customize it just like you would in Microsoft Word. And then let's click on preview changes just to take a look at it. And here we have it. We have our image with our text in our home page. Then we can click on update, and that's pretty much how you insert images to your website or blog. Okay, and another thing we need to do is under appearance, we can click on customize, and here we have more options on customizing the theme that we installed. So this theme actually has some extra plugins that it wants us to install, but for now let's just do maybe later. Okay, and there are actually quite a few options. Different themes have different options, but most of them are similar. So let's click on navigation. Here it's showing us like the menu. We can customize the menu. We can choose whether we want this top bar to show up or not. Oh, actually that's a different top bar. This is actually pretty neat. if you want to have your business contact information right up there, easily accessible right when somebody visits your website. That's a good option. We can I think that's a good option. We can just leave it right there. And once, if you decide you want to keep it, you can click on info options and you can customize the location, the phone number, and email address. And then it also has an option for your social media accounts. If you want them there, you can actually choose which social media accounts you want to show and which ones you don't. So for instance, if you don't want the Google Plus, you can just uncheck that and it will not show up there. Okay, and after that we have some other options that we can customize. It's good to just explore these different options and see which ones you want and which ones you don't. A good thing is that it's very easy to revert. Let's say if you see that you unchecked something, you can easily check it back and it should be fine. Alright, here there's just options about the logo, where if you want the logo on the left hand side, or if you want it on top. It's just some minor changes that you can customize this theme. Navigation, style, it has actually a lot of options. I like this theme. You can have underline active theme. Let me see, that should happen when let me see, if we're under home, it should underline that, okay, we're under home right now. Or if we're under the about us option, it will be right there. Okay, so let's go back and see what other things we can customize. So here we have a front page content. Actually, that's something custom for this specific theme. So let's go to general settings. Yeah, this is actually what I was looking for. We have home page settings. So right now when you go to your website, let's say you just enter your domain name, like for instance wpcreated.com. right now it's just showing like all the different blog posts, but instead of showing the different blog posts, if you want to customize it to show the home page, you have to come under general settings and click on a static page, and then right here under home page we click on that and choose our homepage. We created a page called homepage, and that's what it's going to show up. Alright, actually looks pretty neat. And for posts, we actually haven't created that one yet, but you can easily come and create new page for your blog posts, and I like to call that one just blog, and then click on add, and now we have a new page that's just for all of our blog posts. Alright, and then let's go back here. You can come here to site identity and just edit the name of your website and the tagline. You can easily do that here. You can even do that in the settings under the dashboard. You can choose like the colors, but that's like an upgrade. Okay, so let's go. Another thing I want to talk about is menus. So right now, let's see, view location. We have, let's actually just come back and create a new menu. Let's just call this menu like the top menu, and that will be our primary menu. And then let's click on next. Right, and then let's add some items. So first we're gonna have like home. So we're pretty much customizing how we want our top menu bar to look. Before it had the order wasn't correct. Then now we can just do home, and then we can add about us. Then we can add our blog. What else should we add? We don't need the sample page, so that should be fine. Now if you come and take a look at our menu, we actually have it in order. If we want to change the order, we can easily just drag and drop. Okay, that looks good. Then we just click on back. That's something that I wanted to customize because it did not look in the correct order. Alright, and another thing is widgets right here. So as I said, we can easily kind of like customize what we want to show here. For instance, if we don't want to show categories, or if we don't want to show meta, we can come here under meta and click on like remove, and that will disappear from our blogs, from our blog page. If we don't want to show like archives, we can just come here and remove. If we don't want to show categories, come here and just click on remove. Recent comments, just remove that. And now we just have like search bar and recent posts, which is fine. We can even, if you wanted to like order them, just move the search bar to the bottom. You can do that, but it makes more sense to be on top. All right, let's go back here. So yeah, once you click on customize like your themes, there's so many different options you can do. I'd recommend, you know, just playing around with it and customizing it to see how you want your website to look. There's so many different options that it's hard to get into all of them right now. But yeah, once you're done making all these changes, make sure to click publish. That will save all of these changes that we made. If you don't click on publish, all the changes that you made are gonna get lost. So let's click on publish, and that will save the changes, and we can just X out of this customization, and we can click on view site, and now we can see, okay, now if we go to like our domain name, it takes us to the home page. And this is how the home page looks. It has a good image right here that covers the full page. We can customize that image. If you click on there customize, it will take you back to where we were before. And so we added this top bar right here that has our contact information, our social media. Just go ahead and make sure you tweak these to have your personal your actual contact information and links to your actual social media accounts. And we see here we have the home page. We just got to tweak it to have like more information about the business, or about your blog. And we also have about us here. You can add like images, if it's images for your company, or images about yourself. If it's a personal branding blog, you can just go in there and add images and add more information. And we have a blog, and this is how it looks. You have your first blog, second blog, and that. And we can go in and add pictures to the blogs, and that will make it look a lot better. But this is just a sample website. I didn't want to get into making it into a full website. But yeah, so far we have a very good foundation, a very good starting point where we can actually, you know, really think about it and add custom content and build the website that you have in mind. So I hope that was helpful in giving you a better idea about WordPress and, you know, themes. We'll have to go in the next video and talk about the different plugins that will extend the functionality of your website and have all these cool features that you can add to your website. But this video was mostly meant to give you an overview and kind of like just introduce you to WordPress. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, just be sure to, you know, reach out to me. I'll have my information how to reach out to me in the bottom of this video. So yeah, thank you, and see you in the next video.